Shout out to him again too, man. Oh, right here, bro, because y'all don't understand, like, this dude is gonna come up too, because I love support. I just love the Colorado scene for real. When people are really trying to do shit, like really trying to get down, like he's really trying to do this. Like y'all gotta hit him up too. Y'all got businesses going on. Like he'll for sure put you on the podcast for sure.
My dog, Transparent Podcast, the best podcast in Colorado Springs. It's my real mud brother. Like when I say we was really in the trenches together, we was really in the trenches together. You always showed me love. Hell, we met in the trenches together, so you always showed me love. I'm always gonna show you love. You forever my dog. Love, bro.
Everybody go follow transparent_podcast_co. Those are my people.
Welcome to yet another episode of Transparent Podcast. I have a man here today. He probably needs no introduction. You need to go back. You need to check out the old pod. But anyway, I have a very, very special guest with me today. Could you introduce yourself for those who may not know you, maybe viewing you for the first time, let them know your name and where you're from?
Hey man, I'm Malachi J. I'm from Sacramento, California. So yeah, that's me.
There it is. Hey man, I know we've been trying to get this set up for a little bit. We finally made it happen.
Absolutely,
you know. But I'm glad you're here, man. I want to jump right into it. But first off, if you haven't, go back, watch the first pod, and it'll give you a little backstory. But we know we got some new viewers, a few new subscribers, things like that. So we'll let them just kind of reintroduce yourself. Could you give them just like a little bit of backstory of your upbringing, and then just lead into what it is that you do?
Yeah. So my upbringing, I was born in North Carolina, Fayetteville to be precise. I lived there for about 8 years. Then I moved to Sacramento, California with my mother. So I'll be honest with you, my memory's a little fried, and that's because of some other shit I really shouldn't say on camera. Yeah. Memory's a little fried, so a lot of my childhood's kind of just like a blank slate. But from what I do remember, it was a good time. But with that being said, I'm an artist. I make music. I actually just got started into like making beats and stuff. Tiafo's been teaching me shit, so but yeah, so the biggest thing I've been doing, like my last project, Dreamer's Paradise 3 and 2, I dropped them same day, and both cold. Definitely check them out. It's a trilogy, so you got Dreamer's Paradise 1 that dropped in January or whatever. But I mix and mastered every song on Dreamer's Paradise 3. Like every single one was done by me. Like the mixing, making sure my vocals was lined up with the snare, all that stuff. So I just think that's just showing steps of improvement and growth. But yeah, I'm an artist, man, and do everything in the house, recording, mixing, mastering. Not all the beats are in house, but trying to get there.
Okay. Sweet, man. I appreciate that. Obviously, like, we did the part 1 together. Yeah. This is more of a individual one, so you guys can kind of get more like, the one-on-one personal feel. Mm-hmm. But I have some questions. We didn't necessarily touch on in the first one, and some more specific ones where I just kind of want to see like kind of how you think and things like that on these specifics. But starting off, just to you, in your opinion, when you're in the lab cooking up, to you, what all goes into it and what makes a good track, like a good song?
Oh, perfect. So I'm related to Dreamer's Paradise 3, right? So I think I don't necessarily think there's a miss on that project, right? And the reason being is because when I was making it, a lot of my music prior to that was just me. Whatever little inkling of a feeling I had, I just kind of put on a track, right? But to have a great track, like a Message to You, that's probably my favorite track I made. And it's because it's so personal, it's deep. I actually put a lot of my emotions, and I kind of, I don't want to say glazed over, but I didn't go as deep into myself as I could have, but I put more of me into the music. So I think that's one of the most important factors, like being unique and having you in there. You know what I'm saying? Putting yourself in the song. And then you have to find, like, with me personally, I just started making beats, but like finding a beat that reflects that. So I just think it's about that. Having your own lane too. I don't really have like an established lane. I kind of bounce around and do everything. Which
you got some
y'all,
variety.
Yeah, y'all gonna see it on in November. I'm dropping 3 little EPs. I would say 4 songs that pop. One's gonna be screamo, which is like some metal type shit, rage screaming. One's gonna be like some Bryson Tiller type shit, and the other one's just gonna be me coming just like Dreamers Paradise 3, just to show like that's what it is. But when making a good track, you want to make sure you have some kind of emotions in it. Some not emotions, but just an emotion and like a piece of you, so it's unique.
Wow, man, that's good. I like that, and definitely like you said, go listen to all the Dreamers Paradises, and then the most recent one he dropped, you can definitely see it's a nice variety, or I would say a palette of, oh shoot, he kind of went this way with it, went that.
A little deeper too, I would say that.
Yeah, it's definitely a different vibe where you can see like, okay, he brought it. Which he bring it every time, but you like, okay, he trying to show some versatility, for sure. I like that, man. Also, I wanted to ask you, this I actually never asked to any of my guests that I've interviewed, especially like in that music artist lane.
Mm-hmm.
To you, in your opinion, what do you think artists like Drake, Lil Wayne, big names like that, what do you think they have done consistently that put them in a position or got them where they are? What do you think people like that, those artists, are good at doing consistently, and what do you think you could probably implement, or what do you feel you've maybe learned from maybe like some of those names, or what do they do good? Do you think that that got them where they at? What do they do like good consistently?
Yeah, so I'll say, artists like Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick, they've been in the game for so long, but I think they have their own lanes. I mean, Drake specifically, I'll focus on him to talk about what he does. Okay. Whenever there's like a because you got to think, like, whenever it's like you have like your party next door, or you have like the I don't want to say Caribbean sound, but you have that kind of reggae sound or whatever, but tropical type sounds. Whenever you have that, he always jumps and incorporates that into his next projects, right? He stays on top of the trends, and that's what keeps him, I would say, relevant. But I mean, also he's a household name. Those guys have been in the game, been consistent for a decade now, is what it feels like. J. Cole, he has a lot of thought-evoking music. Same thing with Kendrick. Kendrick, you can say he's a lot more conscious than Drake, or not Drake, J. Cole. Okay. But I feel like they're kind of in the same lane, doing kind of the same thing, but one's more palatable to other individuals. So I think that just consistency, something I'm learning this year. And then I don't really like, I'm not gonna say I hop on trends, because that's difficult to do in my opinion, because I just don't.
That's not your way.
No, man, I'm gonna be me regardless. And I just think having a unique sound, like all 3 of those individuals have very unique sounds. So having those 3 things, and I think my biggest struggle right now, 2 biggest struggles would be, I'm not doing the trend hopping. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel that in me, but I remain consistent, because this year we put out a whole lot of music. Like, we had 4 projects, 1 joint, 3 solos. I think I put out 40 plus songs, and I'm still dropping music. But also, I'm trying to have that unique sound that I'm looking for still. And I think that's where I'm struggling the most, because I feel I'm versatile, so I can jump from sound to sound. So I do like the screamo. I'll do the you'll see when I come out with this like sing-songy shit. But it's all cold-blooded, but it's all cold, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like I gotta find a lane and do that. Also marketing, bro. I don't market at all, and I think that's holding me back a lot.
Yeah, I'm glad you shared that and everything. And obviously, I like what you touched on, like, compliments to those big artists out there who made a name for themselves. But like you said, they all kind of got their own lane, and they own kind of
unique sound.
Yeah, unique sound. And then the one thing that's gonna obviously continue to make you unique is like you said, like some of the things like with following trends and stuff like that. That's not really your thing, so you always will be unique in the aspect where like, hey, I don't do that, But that's that's just me.
Yeah.
And then I like too that, like you said, it's almost, I wouldn't even say a bad, but it's almost kind of a good problem to have, or not even really a problem, where it's like you feel that you're so diverse, and you could sing, you could freestyle, you could jump.
I would say sing. Let's calm down, brother. I can hit a note or two. That's about it.
He can hit a note or two.
Yeah.
He can put more melody in some of, because he got a couple more joints where it's like it's feel like just rap, But then it's a couple where it's he's still giving you the bars, but it's kind of more a little smooth.
Melodic,
So yeah.
Disclaimer on that. I had to put a disclaimer out, bro. I cannot sing,
but
to save my life. But I got auto-tune, so.
There it is. Due to the versatility, though,
yeah,
you feel that could also be a hindrance because you're like, well, holding in on one sound and being consistent with that sound, that'd be like, oh, well, when you hear that, you know that's Malachi J.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
yeah,
you know, you dare to jump in these other categories to be great and kind of, not categories, but kind of jump into these different like
lanes, like just genres. So like like when I first came out with that like trap metal screamo joint, it went crazy and people were like, not like a whole bunch of people, like the homies I was talking to, it was like, yo, you gotta stick with this, you gotta stick with this. I said, nah, dog, I wanna rap now. I wanna get on some boom bap and really spit, show that I have bars too, or get on some trap and say, hey, I can hit this too. And we just put out a drill song for my last project, Dreamers Paradise 2. I put out a drill song and I was like, damn, it's so many subgenres you can jump in that it's almost difficult because like it's a song called Move I put out, it's drill. Then I got like the kind of Juice WRLD sing song shit. I ain't gonna talk about that. Then I got my trap, and then I got like the screamo. It all goes hard. It's all crazy to like. It's like figuring out your lane. You're trying to build a fan base with that, right?
Yeah.
And you can't build a fan base when you're hopping from, because you know, like if I build a fan base off of like the trap metal screamo shit, then I put out some boom bap rap, they're not listening to that shit.
Yeah, because they're looking for something similar to what you just released on a screamo type vibe.
And I think that's one of the, you know, as we were talking about, like a big issue I have. And I mean, I just make what feels good. So
it is. I mean, like you said, not necessarily a bad thing, but it feels like it could be a double-edged sword.
Absolutely.
Where it's like, you know, I could do this, but then I could just stay in this lane, but I'm not using my full
like potential.
There it is. Man, love that. I also wanted to ask you. This is kind of going a little south, but how do you feel about the like internet trolls or the little comment warriors? And I'm talking specifically not the supporters, but those people who, you know, may not even like tune in, be watching what's going on, not, you know, going through the whole hour, and they rate there immediately just to troll with it. Like, do you have I guess an opinion on them or what they do, or do they motivate you? Like, what's?
Absolutely, I love it. I love the trolls. I love the hate. It fuels me. It makes me want to make. Cause I like when I dropped my first project, I had people like on Instagram and on like TikTok saying, "Yo, this shit is trash," and I was just like, "Damn, they kind of right." You know what I'm saying? Like, and that made me come out with Dreamers Paradise, the first one, and I'm like, "Yeah, how you gonna say that shit now?" And I had blogs like do like reviews on Malachi Mars and Dreamers Paradise, and they were just like, "Yo, this motherfucker's crazy." And I still got the same trolls. Like, I got a DM. Somebody was like,
Are we going to keep this DM confidential?
No, bro. I'm talking about this DM, bro. It was a troll.
Okay.
I have to go through my fucking Instagram, but it was a troll, bro. He hit my
DM.
DM.
Spared today.
This was in like 2022, 2021. It was like when I first dropped. It was like no, not when I first. I dropped "Forgive Me, Father" a while ago, which is like me trying to be like conscious and like put a little bit of emotion and shit. And they went back and like listened, and this, mind you, I got 3 other projects out, so it was just like, dog, like, come on, man. But he went back and listened to it. He was like, "Yo, you trash. You should kill yourself." I was like, "Fuck, let's come harder." I love the hate. Then I dropped the Rage EP, and he was like, "Oh, look at you screaming in the mic like a little bitch." Like, this dude's been in my DMs. It's been like, or dude or woman, I don't know, bro. It's been like 3 years, and he just drops hate every time. I love that shit, bro. This is me. I eat that shit up, bro. Like, keep hating.
Hey, whoever you is,
keep doing it.
Keep doing it. That's crazy. Oh man.
Yeah, I love the trolls, man.
You got a legit. You got a fan troll.
A fan troll, man. It's not like he listens. I know he listens to like at least half the projects. He'll be like, "Oh man." When I dropped Dreamers Paradise 3, he was like, "Oh, message to you," sound like some bitch ass shit. Then he went down and was like, "Oh, and you got that song Space. What, you need space? Why you be like just hating, bro?" And I'm like, I love that shit. Keep it up.
And Space is that's, yeah, I like that one. Different, but I like that one.
It's a little different.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you too. So when it comes to in the lab cooking up, like over the years versus now, like, have you been more on the right, more on the freestyle side, punching in? Like, what's kind of more your go-to, or are you just kind of?
Bro, it's crazy you mentioned that because Dreamers Paradise 3, like, it was a song called Story freestyle the whole thing, right? Just going off the top type shit. Can't do that every time, bro. I try to freestyle some other songs, so I do a combination of both. I punch in too, like it just depends. Like with Dreams Paradise 3, besides that one song, like went through, wrote every bar. I'm like, all right, is this hard enough? Maybe I can come harder. And then I didn't even. So Dreams Paradise 3 was like, I dropped that like 2 days before the deadline. So it was literally like crunch time. Like I had, you know what I'm saying? So I'm writing.
Trying to waste,
I just said, fuck it, bro. Like, so I think that it just depends on what kind of song it is. Like, if I have a lot of time, I'll freestyle just for the shits and gigs. And I stream too, so I freestyle on stream sometimes.
Okay.
When I'm making a song, but I like punch in, freestyle like that. But like to do some like Juice WRLD, like he would freestyle whole songs. That's just not me, man. I gotta write my shit down.
Yeah.
And you know, I think there's inspiration from like a lot of artists that I take, but I know that's not me, man. I'm not a freestyler.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. And shoot, we kind of talked about this too. I was actually going to ask you too a little bit about the importance of like I guess building a brand, and I guess more specifically, like obviously like you do music, you release your projects, things like that.
Yeah.
I guess like how important do you feel is like I guess like as a complete package building a brand, like when you got the music, do you feel that you when you're doing music, do you feel that you know eventually you have to go into this lane? Because I know like some merch and stuff like that out there.
Oh yeah.
And then things like I guess what's the importance of like having a complete portfolio, or do you feel that if you focus on the music and just dropping the music, that's good, or do you feel that it's a whole like thing where you know once you get the music you have to jump in this lane to build a whole.
So you know I'm glad you brought it up because you know absolutely I just think. As you know, like we ain't gonna talk about it on camera, but I'm a bag chaser. Like I'm after the money. You know what I'm saying? So the way I view it is like whoever I can make money is how I'm gonna do it, bro. Like you know, but like so with music, there's so many avenues you can go into. You can go into like fashion, which is like your merch. You can like do shout outs. You can do all this shit. Like if I ever in my life become like one of them, I don't even want to say huge, but like semi-huge artists. Like if I'm just bubbling on the peak, bro, I'm doing it all, bro. Like selling merch. I already got like a print press. I'm gonna make the merch in house. So like I'm already like establishing that, but I'm after the bag, bro. I don't care about nothing because I want the money. Like I'm doing shout outs, I'm doing all the features. I don't care if that motherfucker trash, bro. I'm doing a feature, like you know what I'm saying. I'm just after the money, bro. Building a brand is important to me because, as I've stated before, I want my goddamn bread, bro, by any means. So,
dude, that's crazy. You said that too about like the features and things like that, because I remember an interview I seen a while back. It was with Rio, the young OG.
Oh yeah,
Michigan rapper. I don't remember all the specifics of how it came up, but I know he was talking about. There's a time he was like on house arrest or what have you, and he couldn't leave the house. He had just started making music and he wanted to stay consistent, but because of all these stipulations and things like that, he couldn't really go to the studio. And this is so. And don't quote me, but I believe it was in his mom's house, I want to say. He was making music and things like that, and people was hitting him up for features because he, like, just when he started, getting his name out there, life happened, house arrest, things like that. Yeah. So he was like, man, I didn't care, who it was. I was hopping on that stuff, and like he said, he was just so focused on like, I'm gonna get this bag, I'm gonna take care of, me and my family. I'm gonna get to it, and
bag chaser. I respect that.
And and there's a lot of like songs and tracks out there that you kind of gotta dig to find, and you like, wait, he on this? And then you hear his verses, you like, man, he hopped on his joint, and he just iced it out. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
And now the whole song is like, dang, this is
this dude crazy.
Yeah, so that's respect, man.
Yeah, man, I respect that. Like, I think a lot of people like. I'm not granted, like, we grew up in, like the hood. We bounced around different hoods when we were in Sacramento. Like, we grew up in the hood or whatever. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. Fuck the street code. Like, I don't know how long I'm going to be, like, a big artist, you know what I'm saying? I don't foresee myself being a J. Cole or Drake if I do make it there, you know what I'm saying? I might blow up one year and be gone the next. So I'm doing every feature possible. I'm touring as long as I can. I'm selling merch, doing whatever I can to get that bag up. Because the end goal when I make music, bro, like, I want to disappear, bro. I'm gonna buy a house in the mountains, Gators, and be gone. Like, I tell my homies this all the time. They're like, oh, we can go on tour together. We do all this crazy shit. I'm like, bro, fuck that. Once I make my bag, I'm gone, bro. Once I see my streams declining, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I respect it, man. By any means, I do whatever feature you can. Motherfuckers hit me up for a feature. Like, I'm not a big artist right now. I'm probably doing a feature for free. Unless that song is terrible, bro. Then I might have to charge your ass. But I'm doing a feature for free. Once my name get out there, and like motherfuckers like, oh yeah, this motherfucker Malachi J kind of different, bro. Let's get him on this track. Let's do this. Let's do that, bro. Like, I'm touring with whoever. I don't give a fuck. I'm doing whatever feature. I'm selling merch out the ass. I'm not gonna mark it up like crazy. It'll probably be like $40 for a hoodie, some shit, if I can swing that. But
you gonna do you,
bro, by any means,
you gonna put the effort out there, and like that Eminem song. This is one shot. Don't miss your chance.
I'm saying, man. Like, I had a yeah. Go ahead, my bad, bro.
Oh no, I'm saying like
yeah, no, for sure, bro. Like that's like you know when I was doing shows, I heard people say, "Oh, let's do features." I'm like, "Let's do it." And I'm not shitting on Colorado artists, but motherfuckers say, "Let's do a feature." I got a whole studio built in one of my rooms. Like, pull up, bro. Let's do this feature and get this shit over with, so I can move to the next feature. Let's make it happen, but it just never happened. So like the one person I got like other songs with is Theophilus, and my homeboy Scotty Stellar, which I don't even know if he go by that name no more. He sang for real. Like, he's one of them.
Okay.
So check, like, we got a song called "Miss You and Kick You Out." That boy was singing his heart out.
Oh, he butter.
No, bro, I'm telling you, he's one of them. He is one of them, bro. And
one of them ones.
yeah, so I mean that's the.
Okay.
Yeah, and it may sound like some real selfish reasons to like want to do it all, but bro, once that bag is gone, that bag is gone. Motherfuckers will blow that whole bag, then they're gonna be big for years. Now you win millions of dollars of debt, not having no streams come in. Like, look at let's not do that. let's not do that.
But hey, I like his mindset. He's going into it like it's not like he's going into it and he has a plan. He's going into it and he has a plan for real. Like, he sees like the music plan and then like the life after the music plan.
Oh yeah.
And I hate to bring up this example. Well, I won't say I hate to bring up this example. I know it could be some people had an opinion about this particular person, but for lack of better comparison, when you look at Floyd Mayweather, he's the type of dude where not only does he see his game plan for boxing, but he see the long term after, and he got it out mapped up. He's like, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna win the fights, I'm gonna get the bag, I'm gonna fight this dude, build up to these bigger names, whatever, beat him, get out, and then I'm gonna so like you see now the dude's still relevant. Absolutely. And he's not even fighting no more.
He just all he's doing is coaching right now.
Yeah, you see him pop up. You know, he still got the drip on. He's still doing his thing. Moving smooth, jets. He talked about all the residuals he got coming in each month. The dude not boxing, but he's still relevant.
We can talk about fashion too, bro. Like, this whole fit thrifted. Like, bro, I don't care how big I get, bro. I'm not buying Gucci. I'm not buying that shit, bro. I'm buying property and I'm shopping at Ross. Like, you motherfuckers gonna see me walking through Ross like, what's this nigga doing here? He signed for $1 million. I so fucking did. I'm gonna keep that $1 million. What are we talking about right now?
Man.
What are we talking about?
He giving y'all some substance.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
substance.
Like, that fashion shit, I'm still driving the same little beat up Dodge Dart I got. I'm gonna still be driving that. You know what I'm saying? I might tint it, get it repainted, take a dent or two out, but shit got 110 miles till the wheels fall off. I ain't upgrading.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So
this the man. He said he go get the bag and he go keep it.
Amen. Because you see it all the time. Like, I don't see it all the time, but you see artists pop out with like 1 or 2 big songs. Like, yeah, they went big. Where they at now? How much money they making now? What they streams look like right now? Are they touring? Nah, bro. Like, that bag is fleeting. Get it while you get it while you can, and get the fuck out.
It is.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I can curse on the podcast, but
hey, it's transparent.
Well, I'm being I curse a lot. You know, I'm being transparent with y'all. Like, especially if your artist is like on the verge of blowing the fuck up. Like, bro, by any means, get your bag and disappear. Like, I know you seen that. It was recent. Kodak Black did a feature with 6ix9ine for $1 million.
You know what? I had a name in mind, but you the guess. I'm gonna let you bring it up,
bro. So he did a feature with 6ix9ine for $1 million, and motherfuckers give him shit. Kodak got his bag, bro. What are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about, bro?
What are we talking about? He got the $1 million, we didn't.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, fuck that. Do your feature.
What we talking about?
Yeah, bro. Get your money and get out of here, bro. That's what I'm saying.
It is.
Yeah.
Man, I like that. I got one more for you.
Yeah, of course, man. Show pod, you tell me. One
more for you. So what is your message to your competition out there, if there is any?
My competition? I don't see myself in a position to compete with nobody. I mean, there's artists like me right now that's getting like, they got like 15 monthly streamers, right? 15, 20 monthly streamers, maybe clearing 100 streams a month. Like, I just want to let y'all know, like, from the bottom of my heart, I want it more than that's just what it come down to. I want it more than you. I want the money. Fuck the fame. I want the bag. I want to have security for my family, generational wealth. I want it more than you. And you hear that in some of the songs. I'll talk about this drive. Like, who you know putting out 40 songs a year?
I don't think I know nobody.
That's what I'm saying. And that's not even, the year ain't even over, bro. I got 12 more songs coming towards y'all. So it's like.
And you know what's crazy? I got to interject here. The crazy thing is, if you go back and watch the last pod, like literally what they say, it happens. It's like they speak into existence. I'm gonna just quote flood mode.
It's flood mode.
And that's literally it's still going. It's crazy. They literally said it's gonna be flood mode, and it's been flood mode.
That's what I'm saying, man.
And now we got the double back.
Double down on it, bro. Like, you think I'm stopping next year? Out of your rabbit ass mind, man. Malachi Mars 2 on the way. I'm trying to think of like a scheme, because I finished my trilogy with Dreamers Paradise. I'm trying to figure a new scheme out, but I'm dropping 4 of those next year, you know what I'm saying? Or 3 of those next year. Whole bunch of EPs. I'm doing whatever it takes. And once I blow, man, I'm telling you, once I blow up, if I last 5 years in the game, when that 5-year mark hit, out of there.
It is.
Out of there, bro. Like, I want it, like, that's what I'm saying, man. Unless you putting out 53 songs this year, you do not want it more than me.
I love that, man. I'm gonna leave it right there. Lastly, man, for anybody who tuned in to this pod for the first time, plug them in, tell them where they can find your music. Whatever you want to plug in, man, tell them where they can find it, where they can find everything.
So,
today, right now.
I got you, man. Malachi J, put a period after the J, because ain't shit after that. You can find me on any platform. Look up Dreamers Paradise 2 and 3, but make sure you listen to the trilogy all the way through, front to back. You know what I'm saying? 1 is 16 songs or 15 songs. 2 is 8, 3 is 8. You know what I'm saying? Listen to all the EPs. I'm coming.
Dang,
on all platforms.
Hey, man. On camera, I want to give you a shake, man, for coming in. I appreciate you, man. This dude, hey, he motivated me. And, you know, little that you guys may know, you know, he always pushing me as well, you know, with the pods and things like that. Because he know what I be cooking up. And he like, man, you gotta put it out there. So this dude is legit. He definitely about the grind. You know, what you see is what you get. And like I said, man, they be speaking stuff to existence. So
flood mode.
If it's flood mode, it's flood mode. That's what it is. So hey, I appreciate you, man, coming out. Definitely in this video, I'm gonna plug everything in. Go follow, go like the video, go comment, go subscribe. If you need to get you some merch, go get you some merch. Do what you got to do to support, man. But like I said, I appreciate you coming on. Always good to, you know, talk with you and everything. I appreciate the motivation as well. You know, on my side for the pod and things like that. But to all the viewers out there, we want to thank you for tuning in and check it out and watching yet another episode of Transparent Podcast. We'll see you guys later.